All right. Hello, everyone. I wanted to start by saying thank you for joining us tonight. For those of you who know me, this month has been one of the most stressful. Even through all of that stress, I felt so grateful for the support and consistency that Plexus has shown me. Even through the tough times, I never give up on myself. Without that pink drink that you always hear me raving about and the community support, I wouldn't have been able to get through most days. And it's not just the pain drink, but the other supplements and triplex really helped me with my stomach when I was upset from nerves or when I would overeat from all the anxiety and worry I was facing. That being said, for over a year, I've been struggling with my weight, anxiety, sleep, energy levels. I've tried everything from intermittent fasting to strict workouts. Something was missing. Gut health and what certain foods can do to the body was not an area of knowledge for me. At the same time, I struggled with anxiety. I felt tired all the time. No matter how much sleep I would get, my energy by 3 p.m. was shot. I struggled to keep going until it was time to end my day. Having a family and working full time, my health lifestyle was not conducive to what I needed it to be. After over a year of strict dieting combined with exercise, I still continued to struggle. Then I met these two lovely ladies who have now become friends and they're already taking the supplements through Plexus. I was intrigued by their stories and the stories of others, and I decided to give it a try. Also, the supplements aligned with the clean eating I'd already been doing. These supplements are plant-based and geared towards a healthier gut. I was hooked by my second day of taking Triplex. My energy was lasting until the end of the night. I noticed less bloating in my stomach. I was feeling less fog-brained. Fast forward to a few months later, and I've completely changed the way I think of myself. I've grown into becoming a better mom, a better wife, a better friend. Plexus is not only giving me supplements to help support my gut health, but also friendships. The Plexus community came at a time in my life where I had the most stress and anxiety that I've ever had before. With the support of these two ladies, Bonnie and Sharon, and the entire Plexus community, I've gained a sense of self-development that I didn't have before. Plexus also has given me the ability to get back to the love of helping others achieve their own optimal level of health body, which brings me to why we're here today. I'm going to now turn it over to Bonnie and Sharon and welcome and thank you for joining me today.
My name is Bonnie Costa. I am feeling like that was a drop the mic moment and we can all go home because I feel like you just said it all the things. And we are both proud of you and inspired by you for all of your personal struggle that you were going through and finishing your master's degree and working and doing all of the things and starting this new health journey. So you are an inspiration for us, even though we're supposed to be in reversed roles because you're kind of new too. But anyway, my name is Bonnie Costa. As I said, I am a gold ambassador with Plexus, and all that means is I have shared this with lots and lots and lots of people. And the reason that I shared it with lots and lots of people is because, I mean, doing this was never a thought in my mind. A year ago, and Regina's actually on the call, I was really struggling with stomach issues. My stomach was really bothering me. And my friend Regina said to me, this is going to help with your struggles. And I started the Triplex program. And Triplex is the pink drink that we go on endlessly about. That's the thing we talk about all the time, the pink drink, the pink drink, the pink drink. And along with that is two supplements, the ProBio and the Bio Cleanse. And the pink drink is interestingly named Slim. And when I saw that, I said to Regina, I'm going to be 63 in a week. Last year when I started this, I was 62. And I said to Regina, I'm not interested in losing weight because at my age, I don't want to gain it all back again. So the fear for me was losing the weight and gaining it back. And Regina assured me, she said, I promise you, this is going to help your stomach. Well, P.S. 2 weeks later, I was already seeing a difference in my stomach issues. I just had pain every day, and every night I would have like a dish of vanilla ice cream to try to calm it all down so I could go to sleep. And then it was gone. all my stomach problems were gone. And that was worth the price of admission right there for me. And then what happened is about maybe 5 or 6 weeks in, I went with the grandkids to Dairy Queen, and I did not order a Blizzard. And I was so faithful in ordering my Blizzards that the owner of the Dairy Queen asked me if I was okay, because she couldn't understand why I wasn't ordering a Blizzard. It wasn't a willpower thing. I wasn't saying to myself, oh, you know, you don't need this sugar. It really was me not having the desire for it. This kicked the cravings. It kicked the cravings. I used to chase sugar and salt like it was a full-time job. Like I'd be looking for the chocolate, and then I'd be looking for the salty pretzel, like all day long, like it was a full-time job. And that was done. And I was not expecting that at all. And I really wasn't putting it together. I thought, why do I not want this Blizzard? Because I didn't really realize that all these things were going to happen. Regina and I actually started this at the same time. She started a month ahead of me. So we were learning all of this as we were going. And then I woke up one day and I thought, wow, that is the best sleep I've had for as long as I can remember. I have not slept for like decades, just waking up all night, many, many, many times through the night. And I thought, gosh, I wish I knew why this was happening, because I would do it again. And then the next night I slept, and the next night I slept, and the next night I slept. And Regina says to me, hello, ding, ding, ding. It's your gut health. Your gut is getting healthy. Your serotonin, 90% of our serotonin comes from our gut. Like, who knew that? Like, gut health. I thought your gut digested your food and sent it out the other end. And that was all I thought was your gut was for. But 90% of your serotonin is sourced from your gut. And your serotonin helps your mood, your appetite, your sleep, your energy. Like, who knew? 80% of our immunities are sourced from our gut. So our gut really feeds all of the systems in our body. So I started sleeping, and then the energy came like through the roof. I was the kind of person that looked all day long, like, where can I sit down and close my eyes? I need a 20-minute power nap. And anyone that knows me knows that I was in search of the 20-minute power nap. And all of a sudden, I didn't need to nap anymore, because I had enough energy to get through the day. I just didn't even know who I was anymore. And then I'm in my 3rd month, and people started saying to me, hey, Bonnie, you're going to laugh here, because I remember I'm the one that didn't want to lose weight, right? I'm like, nope, not going on a diet. And people were asking me, like, you look so much thinner. And I really, at that point, had not lost any weight, but all of the puffiness and the inflammation was going away. My clothes were getting baggy. My daughter's like, Mom, what is wrong? You can't wear that. It's just hanging off of you, and it's baggy and all of that. And that's because the inflammation was going away. And then it was just past 90 days, and the weight just started dropping for no particular reason. I didn't know, I wasn't on a plan. I wasn't eating any particular way. It just started dropping. And 15 pounds later, there I was. Well, when you think about it, I was no longer eating for my cravings. I wasn't eating to wake up. I wasn't eating to stay up. I wasn't eating for my energy boost for the afternoon. I wasn't eating to stay awake in the afternoon. And I wasn't eating anything to settle my stomach. I wasn't eating that ice cream every night to settle my stomach. That's a lot of calories. And I wasn't eating for my mood, because my mood had improved, drastically improved. I was already starting to talk to my doctor about feeling sad a lot, and anxiety and stress. So when you're not eating to do all of those things, that's a lot of calories that you're no longer taking in. Plus, when your gut is balanced and your blood sugar is balanced, and I'll get into that in a little bit, your body starts working the way it should. When your gut is balanced, your metabolism kicks in, your serotonin levels are there, and your whole body is absorbing what it really needs. And I started craving salads. I'm just saying, that was really incredible. So let's talk a little bit about the pink drink. That's the one we talk about. It has a lot of prebiotics. Prebiotics feed the probiotics. This is just bacteria that's in your gut. there's good bacteria and a lot of bad bacteria. And I'm just going to say yeast, and every woman here is going to understand that. And that is in your stomach. Let's just take that for a moment. And when you have too much of bad bacteria, then your body cannot get the serotonin and all the things that it needs. This was actually developed by an endocrinologist to help diabetics. And then they found out that people were losing weight. Well, yeah, because your blood sugar was balanced. And when your blood sugar is balanced, the cravings are going away and you're weeding and seeding your gut. So that's what this does. It weeds and seeds. Then I have these two supplements. This is the ProBio. And the ProBio is probiotics, and that encourages the growth of good bacteria because we need bacteria. We just want the good bacteria. And it also has enzymes to kill off the bad bacteria. So we are saying to the yeast, the Candida yeast, see ya, there's the door, head out. And then your gut starts to get balanced and everything is working the way it should. This is the BioCleanse. And this is White Genes approved. So this is not a laxative by any means. It has magnesium. And believe it or not, a substantial amount of the population in our country is deficient in magnesium. And it's really important for you. And there's vitamin C in here and a lot of other good things. But what this does is it takes all of what's in your gut and your colon, and it says, oh, here, let me help you get out the door. And it helps everything get out the door. Your bathroom experience is like so much better, so much better. So that is what these do. So it balances your blood sugar and it balances your gut. And that is what makes everything better and helps you with the weight loss and everything else. So I am going to introduce Sharon next, and Sharon is a senior Ruby. So we're silver and gold, and Sharon is a jewel. And you know what that means? That just means that Sharon is shared with a whole lot more people that we've had an opportunity to share. I've been doing this for about a year. Sharon's been, are you 4 or 5 years? 5 years? 4.5 years. Mm-hmm. So if you can imagine in that time how many people that she has helped get better at gut health, it's incredible. So we're going to let Sharon share her story a little bit, and then we're going to ask her a bunch of questions.
Okay, so my name is Sharon Bowen, and I can't say enough, like, I don't even really need to be on this call. Like, Jess and Bonnie just totally just killed this call. You guys did such an amazing job. I'm just so excited to be on here tonight and to be able to share my experience with you guys, because I love the fact that on this call, you're not only getting, yes, you're getting Jess's experience, you know her personally, then you're getting to meet Bonnie that's been doing this for a little bit longer, and then I've been doing this for a longer period of time. So you're getting different experiences for different time frames, because a lot of people always ask me, hold on, I'm on the phone. Sorry, I have my little one with me.
Hey, Devin.
Always ask me, how long does this take? Do I have to take this forever? All those questions. So I love to be able to be on this call with you guys and to be able to share everybody's experience. So like I said, my name is Sharon Bowen. I've been doing this for 4.5 years, and I started simply because I was struggling with postpartum and depression. I had my daughter, Devin. She was about 7 months, and I was struggling really bad. I just didn't feel like getting up in the morning. I struggled. My brain fog was so bad. And I was just not myself. I was up and down with my moods. My hormones were a mess. And my husband actually said to me, something's off with you. Like I've always been a happy person. He's like, something's not right. Like, I think you should talk to a doctor. And I'm like, well, I don't want to be on any type of medication. Like, I want to try something out, some different things out first. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's because I'm a new mom and this is just how life is. And so many of us think to ourselves, well, this is just how life is. This is how life is, right? Like, I'm just tired, so this is how it is. No, there's a whole science behind this gut health thing. And when I first started, I had no idea what gut health was. All I knew is that I wanted to feel better, and my friend was sharing Plexus on Facebook, and I seen the difference in her, and that's what made me sign up and made me do this. And I was like, you know what? If she can do this, so can I. And she looks great and is feeling great. I know I can do this. So when I was consistent for, I want to say the first 30 days, the first 5 days when I first started, the first 5 days, I started to wake up and not have any brain fog. I would wake up and be like, okay, I'm ready to start my day. It wouldn't take me an hour to get out of bed, right? So, and then I started to be happier. And then all of a sudden I started to realize, oh my gosh, I have energy to keep up with my daughter. And then I'm like, I just feel like I'm starting to feel like myself again. Like I started to see the light. Like I wasn't, it wasn't so dark. It wasn't so heavy. And I'm like, wow, like I feel so much better now. And my husband's like, yeah, you're a lot easier to get along with. I'm like, yeah, like this is great. So it was just snowballed into other things. So I lost 30 pounds of plexus. One big thing that has totally changed for me was I no longer struggle with migraines. I always struggled with migraines as a kid to the point where I would have to like sit in a dark room. I would have to try to get myself sick because I just felt so nauseous from having the migraines. It would debilitate me for like 2 days at a time. And I really honestly thought something was wrong with me at one point. And I was on seizure medications for it. It didn't really help when I was on it. It actually kind of made me feel worse. So I stopped taking the seizure medicine and I was still struggling. And now that I'm on the triplex and on plexus, I can't remember the last time I even had a migraine in the past almost 4.5 years. So that's one thing I will always stress to you. Yes, it's helped me lose weight. And then yes, it's helped me, gives me the energy, but I don't have to take migraine medicine. I don't have to struggle or to the point where I remember I thought like if I ate something, I would feel better. Like that the migraine would go away. So I would overeat too. So like having that hangry migraine type thing, I no longer have them. So that's something that I always stress to people. Like if you have migraines, you definitely need to try this stuff out. So that's a little bit about my story, but in all end of it is the couple tips that I can say to you guys is that you be consistent, show up for yourself because you're worth every single penny that you put into this. You are worth doing, right? So show up for yourself, stay consistent, be in contact with Bonnie and Jessica. If you need help for me, I'm here to help you. This is what I do for my full-time job. I love to be able to help other people in this because I've seen so many people's lives have changed, not only in their supplements and their health, but financially also. This opportunity is amazing. This community is amazing, just like what Jess said. The only reason why I'm still here and I'm so consistent is because of the community behind me and the support and motivation I get from them. The people that are in this is so inspiring and so positive, where it made me realize that there was people in my life that I needed to cut out to have a better life. And that's something that I can stress too. So it's just not about health and financial, but it's about your mindset and something that I honestly don't think you would ever get anywhere else. So I'm just super, super excited to be here with you guys tonight. And I can't wait to answer some of Bonnie's questions. Just thank you again so much for letting me be on here, guys.
Oh my gosh, so many aha things. Can I just get to the support part of it? And a lot of times I don't address that. But the coaching, I mean, we coach people. You can't, even if you go to the doctor's not going to talk to you every day and help you with your problems. They're going to be like, oh, here, try this and see you in 3 or 4 months. Like we are there on the daily, helping people answer their questions and move forward with their health journey. That has been so huge. And the other thing that Sharon was saying was, this is how it, oh my gosh, this is how it is. That's exactly what I was saying to myself. I'm like, I'm 62 and this is just how it is. And it never occurred to me that, no, this is not how it has to be. And that's, Regina kind of brought me in, and that's what I learned is this is not the way it has to be, because my body wasn't working right. My body wasn't working right. And you can see all the symptoms between Jess and myself and Sharon, all the symptoms that we shared because our body wasn't working right. And this brings everything into balance. And the other thing about the weight, Sharon was saying about losing weight, here was my big fear. Like I was afraid to lose the weight because I didn't want to gain it back, because I felt like I'm in my 60s. I am too old to yo-yo. That's what they call it. You lose it, you gain it, you lose it, you gain it. And I have never gained it back. And I think that's because this is keeping my gut balanced and my blood sugar balanced. And I am not on a special diet plan. At this point, I socialize with my friends by going out to eat, and I continue to do that. And of course I eat clean because I crave clean food, but I'm eating what I'm craving, which is clean food. And that's kind of keeping the weight off. Sharon, can you share with us? Because a lot of people go like, oh, what's in this stuff? Because I'm just excited that there's no chemicals in it. Can you talk a little
Yeah.
bit about the ingredients?
Okay, so with the probiotics and the cleanse, you want me to talk about the triplex, right?
Yeah,
Right, we're gonna talk about.
or
Okay, so
anything you want to, because you know everything. You know how I feel about that. Sharon Bowen.
I don't know
knows
if I know everything. I don't know if I know everything. And the ingredients is something tricky too. Like I know, so listen, I know a lot about the products and what they do for you. The ingredients, if you want technical stuff, we're able to give it, like send it over to you guys. But the ingredients part of it, what I love about these supplements is that they're plant-based. And what was really cool about my experience with Plex is I was physically able to go to Plex Corporation, the headquarters in Arizona. I won a trip there when I first started. It's called Silver Stars. And they actually took me into the lab and I was able to see everything and what they do. Because a lot of times for supplements companies, it's usually a third party facility, like a facility that's putting everything together, right? So this is strictly coming from headquarters, right? And it is third party tested to like make sure it's approved and all the standards are all great, all of that. But to see this company and how strict they are and how follow they are and how they're so well rounded with all of this it's amazing. It's just amazing. So if you guys are interested, everyone in Plexus headquarters, you need to shoot for Silver Stars. And I'll explain that to you guys like later, not on the Zoom, but later. But so some of the chemicals, some of the ingredients. So a lot of it's all plant-based, it's gluten-free, non-GMO. I love it because there's no like stimulants in the supplements that where it's going to make it's bad for you, right? There's no like I love with the pink drink, there is no caffeine in it. There's green tea extract. So it's an extract from green tea. It's not caffeinated, it's not synthetic. So that's what I love about it, that you're not getting crappy supplements. Okay. Like you're not putting crap into your body. And I've been taking this stuff, like I said, for 4 years. And it's like, I never, like I thought in my head, like, okay, well, I have to stop this stuff at some point. And I did for like a week and I felt absolutely horrible. I felt like how I did when I first started. Right. So then, and with the probiotic, so what I love about the probiotic, it's not freeze dried, right? So a lot of probiotics that you get, you have to put in the freezer to keep the CFUs, to keep the live bacteria that's in them to stay alive, right? So once you take a probiotic that needs to be in the freezer, once you put it in your mouth, the CFUs and all those like the good bacteria is already like dying before it even gets into your GI tract. So with ours, it's freeze dried. So when you put it into your mouth and it gets into your digestive system and into your stomach, that's when they all release. So a lot of times, a lot of people are like, when I talk to people, they're like, oh, well, you don't have a lot of CFUs. Well, we don't need a lot of CFUs. We don't need that because they don't die like the other ones do. So that's a little bit about the probiotic and like the BioCleanse you were talking about with the BioCleanse. The BioCleanse is made up of it's just vitamin C, magnesium, and it has sodium in it. And that's it. Like there's a lot of people think, oh my God, BioCleanse, it must be a laxative. No, it's not. It's not at all. Like and like what you were touching base on before about a lot of Americans. I want to say it's like, I think it's 60% or 70% of American population is magnesium deficient. So yeah, so I am a personal trainer also, and there is a lot of people that suffer with your muscle soreness, right? So if you have a lot of muscle soreness, the magnesium helps you recover like 50% more. So if you're someone that is into working out, or if you're just a normal person that is looking to start feeling better, the magnesium supplement is something you really want to have in your back pocket, because even my doctor tells me you need a magnesium, like everybody needs a magnesium supplement. So that is something that I love about these supplements. And also they're non-GMO, they're gluten-free. So I know a lot of people are looking in for that. And there is vegan supplements in our supplements also. So they do have some of that option also. But I can't stress enough how great the ingredients are in these.
Yeah, I've learned so much about just the company, this is all they do, health and wellness. This is what they do for a living. And they have doctors and nurses, like the staff is not just, executives. They have doctors and
Yeah.
nurses on staff helping people learn about the product and, making sure everything is up to standard and healthy. And I just think that's amazing. And the ingredients, every product has an information sheet, and every single ingredient, like you just don't see that. And they go into detail, how the ingredient is sourced, how they get it, where it's from. It's just incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, some of it's like even too much for me, but it's
I know, that's what you were asking me. I'm like, I'm not going in depth with this, am I? Because to this day, like, and listen, because that's like, so this is something real quick. If you do this, like, so if any of you guys think to yourself, okay, I want to do this as a business and I would love to do it, but I don't know anything about the products. We have resources out the wazoo. You have help out the wazoo with the supplements. Because listen, if I don't know the answer, I will go and find it for you. Or I know somebody that will help me find it. So you don't have to be a guru to do this. Just like, okay.
100%.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like you can just see the support, Jessica and me and Sharon and Regina, just the support that we give each other. I'm asking a million questions, even a year in, I'm still asking a million questions. I'm still learning, and I've been able to help so many people in the last year, even though I didn't know everything. So I love that. So whoever invited you here today, go back to them. If we didn't answer your questions, ask the questions to them. We will continue to answer questions beyond the Zoom. I hope that you are excited about getting started on your health journey. And we have a lot of these all the time. We have Zooms all the time. We have Facebook groups, and we have chats and all kinds of things, so that you can stay connected and engaged, and just have this whole community behind you. So thank you so much for coming in, everybody. We really appreciate you being here, and we can't wait to talk to you some more. So good night, everybody.
Good night, guys.